Yo, right now I am on the way to my jiu-jitsu academy to go film the kids classes because I was like filming and editing a video, and I was thinking about making a new ad for my jiu-jitsu academy. And I was thinking like, okay, so I want to attract men, women, children, people of all ages, so I actually need to show all of those in my video. Now, I don't know if that's just like a theory and that's gonna do nothing for my results, or if that makes a big difference. But when you want something, I don't know. I feel like all the successful people I follow or whatever, they always preach like take short-term action and then long-term patience is what you got to practice. So let's put this theory to the test. Let's just keep on working and then see if the results follow. I'm also thinking of what I want to do for like a hook or for like the first few seconds of my video, which, hold on, this is messing me up because it's horizontally not calibrated or something like that. So let's see if I can fix myself. Oh, I think that made it a little worse. Might be a little better. But yeah, anyways, I need to figure out a way to catch a viewer's attention within the first 3 seconds. I follow Alex Hormozi, and this guy's always preaching that like all of your 80% of your advertising dollars are spent in the first 3 seconds of your video. So yeah, I guess brainstorming on what that could be for me. I guess it could be a lot of things, and it doesn't have to be that big of a deal, but if you do have something that's kind of mesmerizing or, you know, attention grabbing or kind of loud, that would be ideal. So yeah, because I know just starting with jiu-jitsu, it's like, I don't know, like once you see that on your feed all the time, like you just scroll right past it sometimes. Just saying that as a user of social media that does jiu-jitsu and like gets a ton of jiu-jitsu stuff in their feed. But like, also I gotta think of the other point where like a lot of these people that will be seeing the ads won't be so hip to jiu-jitsu, so like maybe jiu-jitsu is the thing that they want to see the first like 3 seconds. Either way, I know that jiu-jitsu will be in the video, and I'm gonna go film these kids so that I have people of varying ages in there, and then I, you know, have little boys, little girls, and then I have someone in my academy who's like 76 years old, and I just got some training footage of him the other night. So I'm super stoked to put this video together. Maybe if I post this video solo, you can let me know down below that, you know, if you have any ideas of what I should be hooking people's attention with, or any tips on, you know, what you think would be good in a jiu-jitsu promotion. Obviously, there's tons of YouTube content, and I got to figure out the legality of just like extracting other people's audios and then throwing it in my stuff. But that I'm not as worried about. I'm trying to get the creative part down right now, and yeah. Other than that, I think I can also talk about, I think as a man, I need to be way more stoked than I am. I think men oftentimes are even more emotional than women when it comes to like anger and depression, perhaps. And we don't have the same outlets. We don't just talk about feelings as much as women do. So a lot of men that like don't do jiu-jitsu, like I don't know what I would do if I didn't have jiu-jitsu and I'm like, you know, going through a down period in my life. So freak, I can't even imagine what the men in this country and around the world are facing when they don't have an outlet like that. They don't go to the gym. They just sit there and play video games, and maybe they even do their 9 to 5, but then they come back home and they want to watch like television sitcoms for the rest of the day, and that's pretty much their day to day. Like, if you get it comfortable living a life like that, and you don't build yourself an outlet, I don't understand how we don't have more like crime and, you know, kind of fucked up people in the world. It's like no wonder, no wonder people are doing some crazy shit, because they literally, I don't know. It's like we've been taught to like live this life as if like working a 9 to 5 and going home and watching TV and coming home to your kids and like kind of like maybe going over some of their homework or something, and then like going back to work the next day, trying to get to bed early and like doing that 5 days a week, and then just going out and drinking or freaking whatever on the weekends is supposed to be normal. But I know that I do not want that to be normal for me, and that is why I've, you know, dove into jiu-jitsu. That's why that's why I dove into being a jiu-jitsu athlete. That's why I dove into entrepreneurship after kind of moving on from that segment of my life. And that's another topic I need to talk about. I need to like think this out, but I don't know how bad I want to compete, or what level I even want to get to, or like what my goals like that look like anymore. I've been off the scene for years now, and it feels like just day to day going to the gym, and like I think I do well, you know, with most people around the world when I go from gym to gym and like train with a bunch of people that are like I don't even know. But I could tell, I feel like I don't have as much knowledge in certain spaces that I think I just kind of intuitively have or had, and I didn't like. I guess I wasn't meticulous about writing stuff down or bookmarking anything. So a lot of the stuff that like I kind of just intuitively knew before, maybe it just hasn't stuck in with me. Whoa, let's get back on the calibration. And yeah, so I could definitely feel like there's been a toll taken. Not to mention like I decided to just like lift like a bodybuilder since then. And then that like the last time I showed up to Colombia, I was all freaking huge. And then now I'm like somewhere in between, but I'm definitely not in like jiu-jitsu cardio shape, and I'd like to be, just to know, because like I don't know, if you do ever need to make jiu-jitsu a practical thing for like a real life scenario, you know, I do want to not freaking gas. And when you get into a situation and you're like defending yourself, you're gonna be using maximum effort, and your recovery has to be fast. Otherwise, like you will literally give up in a freaking fight. And if you're on the street and you're giving up, you're done. You're a head on the sword that like gets planted in the ground like, yo, I just conquered this fool. So I do not want that to happen to me ever. And I want to keep my cardio at least good enough to, you know, use it if I ever have to run, if I ever have to jump, hide quick, blah, blah, blah. I guess I'm just rambling now. But I just showed up to the gym. I think I got a couple interesting ideas out there. I also need to just get comfortable talking to a camera. So that's what I'm doing here. I think it made it help that I was just driving. So if anyone is facing this kind of issue, kind of multitasking actually helps dilute my or what would I say? Divert my focus from knowing that I'm like talking to a camera and like being weird. But yeah, I also signed up for a Toastmasters class that I'll definitely film myself doing and like going to and telling my experience about all that, because I do want to get better at like public speaking or speaking in front of a camera, and just speaking in general. I think communication is one of the biggest assets you can give yourself. I think you need to be able to, whatever it is, like that's why people write music, that's why people write books, that's why people that's why ugly dudes can get into like relationships with beautiful women. It's not just money. A lot of times it's being able to communicate and being interesting. So I guess I've gone over a lot now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and walk into the academy.